Are you looking for a vendor or a partner? And it just depends on your business. If you're looking for someone to just make your website for you, if you're looking to just have someone just build something very quickly, anyone can do that. What separates CP Digital Studio from the others is that we focus on making sure your website is a system that operates for you to get more leads, more engagements, more profits, and ultimately to make sure your system is automated, whether that's through inventory, whether that's through checking on specific data points like where your customers are going to the website, whether or not they abandon the cart, etc. We make sure that we partner with you to create systems for your business so that way you can spend more time on the things that matter the most. And so the difference between a vendor versus a partner is very, very, you must understand the difference between a vendor versus a partner. So I want to shift your mindset into thinking more about strategy, right? Moving away from just transactional actions and transactional tasks to actually transformative collaboration, which is what we try to focus on here at CP Digital Studio. So the website trap, so to speak, is the initial request of I just need a website for my business. This is where a lot of people start. This is where you think that you need to be at, but the reality is if you just needed a website, you can go to any of these platforms, the Wix, the WordPress, the GoDaddy, and you can have one built for you with their AI agents in just a matter of minutes. What you actually need is someone to help you along with your business. You need a partner. You need someone that's actually going to work with you through strategies to ensure that your back end works correctly, to make sure that you have certain systems in place, automation, so that way you can focus on the things that are most important for your business. You don't just need a website. You need a system that will work for you. You need a website that will get you leads. You need a website that can manage inventory. You need a website that can integrate with your social media ads so that way when you put ads out there, you are feeding the algorithm data that will get you more leads. You need all of these things. And so it's more than just a website that will show your information. You need booking systems, integrated payments, market credibility. You need all of these things together. And so the difference between the vendor mindset versus the partner approach is really, really, really simple. The vendors will be very transactional and task based. If you need a website, we're going to give you the tools to have this website here. You're going to tell me what to build. We're going to complete a checklist, and then you'll have a static web page that does absolutely nothing for you. The difference of what we do here at CP Digital Studio and the partner approach you need to be thinking about is what is the long term strategy for the business? I know how we get customers now, but how will we get customers 10 to 15 years from now? Where are our customers coming from? Do we have 90% coming from the website? Do we have 5% coming from Facebook? Do we have 20% coming from TikTok? Do we have 40% coming through email and marketing outreach? Where are our clients coming from? And how do we tie all of these systems together to not only track this information, but make it so that way we can make data driven decisions in the future? What problems are we solving? Are questions that the partner approach or the partner people that want to partner with you ask. That's what we ask at CP Digital Studio. What problems are we solving? And normally business owners will tell me there's an issue with distribution. There's an issue with being able to connect our social media platforms to the website. We don't know where people are going. We don't know why they're abandoning their carts. All of these are problems that are very real in each and every business that we at CP Digital Studio try to solve. When it comes to execution, we think about long-term business outcomes as opposed to just what works in today's transaction. We think about what will get you to scale beyond where you're at currently, as opposed to just putting in a solution that works just for today. We build integrated business systems for you so that way you can make sure that you're managing your business effectively and focusing your efforts on what is the most important, whether that's product acquisition, whether that's making deals on the side with different other with vendors or other businesses, whatever it may be. The partner approach allows for you to work with the actual web developer, not just web designer, that will create your website to be a system for your business. So the partner mentality, what we do is we ask why. Whenever you jump on a call with us, whenever you talk to us, we're not just going to jump into how do we build your website for you. We need to know, what do you do for business? How do you currently get customers? Where are your clients coming from for the most part? Are you spreading business by word of mouth? Do you have social media profiles? Are those social media profiles profitable? Are they business social media profiles or are they personal social media profiles? We need to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it in order to build the most effective website and system for you. Without having and knowing the answers to those questions, we can't possibly build anything that's catered to you. And so we also build custom solutions for your business. We work with you with where you are. If you are not tech savvy, then we won't have the most tech savvy solution for you for you to follow. What we'll do is we'll put systems in place so that way you have the most control, and so that way you can manage your business how you see fit, whether that's through a particular CRM or whether that's just an email notification going to your phone. Whatever that may be, we put the systems in place and customize it so that way you as the business owner can operate. And we think about the long-term vision, not just what will work 5 months from now, but how will this affect the business 10 to 15 years from now, assuming that you want to be in business for that long, which I hope if you're watching this, you actually do. We want the website and ourselves to be an extension of your team. Many of you need help in various different areas. It's not just the back end development of the website. Some of you need help with just setting up emails, getting the LLC for the business, knowing where your distribution is going to come from, having a plan B in case your distribution fails. An example of this is if you're ordering or drop shipping something from China, if the tariffs take place and you no longer have a way to do that, you need to have plan Bs in place. And so we think about the strategic direction of the business so that way you can continue to scale. We build much more than just a website. We help in a lot of different areas beyond just making your website look pretty. We make sure that these systems are in place for your website to be able to scale and grow with you, so as you begin to have more and more experience. And so, focusing on the outcomes, this is sort of a graphic of where we want your generation to come from when it comes to leads, when it comes to people going to your website. We want at least 40% of the leads that you're getting coming from the website. Why? Because the website is meant to serve you. It's meant to be a way for people to find you, know your information, find out where you're selling, and be able to decide if they want to do business. As a result of that, it only makes sense that the website should be a majority of the traffic. Outside of that, we want to make sure that if people are booking you, that we have certain forms in place to be able to track what people are talking about in the messages. And if you've seen this before, it looks like your name, email, phone number, and then a message at the bottom. When it comes to that booking system, we want to make sure that we're tracking what specific issues people are contacting you about, whether it's a customer service issue or an issue about the product. We want to make sure that we achieve those things. From that, we want to make sure that your website represents about 20% of your brand credibility. What does that mean? It means that when someone goes to your website, it adds a level of trust to your personality, to your business that they did not have before. And frankly, something that you can't necessarily get from Instagram or Facebook. Anybody can make an Instagram page. Anybody can make a Facebook page. Anyone can make a website, but very few make websites well. And as a result, those who separate themselves from the websites that just look okay versus the one that look enterprise level, like they're ready for business and ready to scale and that they can track all of the things we mentioned earlier, these are the companies that will always be successful. And so we want the website to represent at least 20% of your brand in terms of not only the colors, but its functionality. Everything should be perfect on the site so that you don't have small glitches, you don't have inconsistencies. Everything is uniform. The lead funnel, the way that we get the clients, the content on the website, the pricing, the packaging, everything must be catered and set in place so that way everything is uniform and it builds your brand credibility. And of course, as I mentioned before, we want 10% of the website to serve as an operational an operation. We want the website to be able to track how many people are coming to it. We want the website to be able to handle mass amounts of visitors coming to the website. You have to integrate that. You have to build that into the system. It's not something that just happens. We want the website to be able to function such that people do not have issues on it. If you're making content and using your website as a way to promote your content, we want to make sure that everything about that process, from the upload to the speed with which the video plays, the time that it plays on a mobile device, we want to make sure that all of that is integrated and set up in a way that not only builds your brand credibility, but operationally is sufficient for your business in a way that sets you apart from everyone else that's doing a podcast, from everyone else that is managing the business with the e-commerce store, with a Shopify store. We want to make sure that your operations are as clear defined as possible so that you can begin to make more gains and more progressions when it comes to your customers. And that's the goal we have with every website. And so, as I mentioned before, your website should be getting you leads, not just people that come and visit your site from Russia or something like that. We want to make sure that your website is actually getting high intent converting leads that will actually convert for your business. We want to make sure that on the website, your payment section, the way that you accept payments, whether it's through a POS system or whether you have just Stripe on the website, whatever it may be, or Square, we want to make sure that the website is actually processing those payments effectively. Finally, as far as bookings are concerned, we want to make sure that all of these systems work in place. That way, if you book and you pay and they're a good lead, that you have ways to track all of the information to make more data-driven decisions. And that's what we do here. And so what we look at as well is, throughout all of this, and this goes into the asking questions part, we ask how we can help you do more of what makes your business successful. So if you're a dog grooming business and you have a lot of appointments coming in, our first question is going to be, how can we make your booking process better? How can we make it more streamlined? How can we make it so that way we place chatbots or AI automations in there to answer questions that people may have about your service, right? If you're already been doing business for a long time and you don't have a good digital presence, our questions are going to be why. What prevents you from actually making the leap forward to making your social media pages or adding more content to them? Are you afraid of being on camera? Do you have reservations about, using AI to make content? Do you have reservations about making content in general? We want to know the psychological, physical, spiritual reasons as to why you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing with your digital presence. And we want to help you create solutions to be able to solve that. And these are things that we do on the first call because we have to know these things. We're going to ask you, is your business easy to access? Can people contact you? If the answer is no, how can we put systems in place so that way when someone calls you, because you may be at your job, you may be taking business calls, you may be doing whatever, but we don't want you to miss an opportunity on your website, or not your website. We don't want you to miss an opportunity in your business by not being available. And so we would work with you to make sure that your website is able to take and accept calls or inquiries until you're able to join a call or until you're able to get back with a customer. All of these are things that we try to put in place after we talk about what it is that you do and how you do it, because we need to make sure that we're improving on what you do well, making solutions to fill in the gaps, and ultimately making sure that your website is something that is operational for you and working as an asset, not just another static website. And so the website, to be clear, the website is not the goal. The business outcome is the goal. You getting more leads, you making more money, you making more revenue is how we stay in business. So of course it is in our best interest to make sure that you have a platform that can do these things as efficiently as possible so that way you have more time on your hands to focus on what is most important to you. And so we focus on infrastructure. We focus on the growth of your business. We focus on how we can put these things in place so that way these aren't just pages that people are referencing. Excuse me. To recap, again, we don't just put you online. We build all of this infrastructure in place so that way your business can run more efficiently every single day. From the way we set up your domain to the emails to the marketing to your SEO, getting seen on Google, all of these things are ways that we try to impact your business or structure your business so that way you have all the tools that you need to move forward. So if you're looking for a partner, if you're looking for someone that will actually work with you on every aspect of your business, because every aspect of your business does tie into the website. Let's be clear about that. The way that you handle distribution, the way that you handle your customers, the way that you answer questions, these can be done through processing systems. These can be done through data. These can be done through booking systems and scheduling systems. All of that can be done through your website. And so your website is the foundation of your business. It's more than just a way for people to find you. It's more than just a way for people to see your information. Your website is a way that people partner with you. So my request is that you partner with us. If you have questions about your business and you need help, my email and contact information is in the description of the video. Contact me. Let's get together, figure out what problems you're having, what roadblocks you're experiencing so we can resolve those, get them out of your queue, and get you started on making your website and making your business as efficient as possible. Thank you.